Welcome to another episode of This Isn't My Garage. Phase 2, Crown Victoria hood. Okay, there's a quick reminder where you have to cut. You cannot cut all four corners because you'll be done. You'll mess up your hood, okay? Now mind you, you're trying to vent your hood, so it's all depending how you want to vent, but we're cutting 3 sections on this area right here. Okay, we're going to cut like this. This 3/4 tape is what stays. All right, you gotta have a 3/4 reveal. You'll come back up, get up to your mark, go across, come down. Once again, your 3/4 reveal. You'll come up, cut across, come back down. Once you cut that, then you have to flip the hood. Let's go ahead and do the top. Now that you have cut all 3 sides of each vent, this is where you have to flip the hood and look at where your structure is on the underneath. Mind you, we're not cutting out the entire structure underneath the hood because it'll make the hood soft. We're trying to keep it with strength. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now that I flipped the hood, get me something to have a straight edge. All right. You should try to get you a paint marker to mark this out on metal. But wherever your cuts are, scribe a line. Okay. Rough estimate where back part of your vent is, then do another line coming across here. You're not trying to cut through this plate and through the hood. What you're trying to do is just scar this metal plate as much as possible so it could pop off. You're gonna have to pry it off because it's got this adhesive holding the structure of the hood and the skin of the sheet metal. Remember, you're just trying to scar it. You're not trying to go all the way through your hood. You know when you got through this thin sheet of metal here, as soon as you feel your blade pop through, as soon as it pops through, stop. All right, so right here you see it's got the adhesive. Don't snatch this up. Don't forget, you got 3 vents. If you snatch this up, you're gonna rip your other cuts. So right here, what you wanna do is take something and pry that out. Get you a flat bar, crowbar. Doesn't take much. Slowly pry it. Go. 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 One more. Oh, that easy. Okay. You could get your scraper or a grinding pad and you could grind that off. It's no big deal. Okay. So now you remove the structure from underneath the hood. You cut the plate, you cut your hood vent, okay? Material. What material are we using? All right, so I got 2 1/4-inch, 3-foot rods. I'm gonna tell you where that goes. I have 2 6-inch by 18-inch, 18 gauge sheet metal plates. And the mesh. This is the material that I will be using to do this hood. All right, the rods is gonna actually be a support on the hood to go across. Right here, right here. It goes across here, goes across here, and across here. What it does, see how it drops down? It's a little loose and flimsy because of the long span. This rod is gonna go in here. I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna tack weld it to the structure of the hood, giving this strength and support on the hood. Not only that, but you will be using this to tack weld the mesh too. I'll do the same thing. I'll put one in here, go across. I will tack weld it to the actual structure, and I'll probably do 3 tacks in the front. Do the same thing. 3 tacks here, 3 tacks here, and weld it to the structure of the hood. That's one part. Once you get that established, then you can fold your sheet metal on how wide or how deep you want your vents to be. Be mindful. You can only bend your vents that much because of the height of this structure. You might not want to go but maybe a 1/2 inch higher than what this is because of the engine in your car. This project goes with any vehicle that you're thinking about venting. It's not just for the Crown Vic, any vehicle. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and cut the rods. This is what it'll look like right here. All right, rod here, rod here, rod here. Hold the structure of the hood. I will, before I do any welding, I'm gonna sand all this stuff off or grind it off, okay? I'm gonna grind the area where I'm gonna weld at and go from there. Okay, as soon as you finish grinding area, knocking down all the burrs from the cuts and stuff, now you could go ahead and grind the rods. After you grind the rods, the surface, place the rods where they go ahead and tack weld the rods in place. Hey guys, as you can see, it is another day that I'm recording, but I'm gonna continue on phase 2 of this video. All right, as you can see, all the rods were welded. You pried the sheet metal up. When I pried the one in the front, it popped the welds off the rod, which that's okay. What I'll do is I'll pry it up, put it in its place. I'll clamp it after I put the side pieces and re-tack it again. Other than that, right now, this is where we at right now on this hood. Next thing to do is you have to find out the length, how high you're gonna do the vents, and the angle placement of the mesh. So what I did was I got speed square, measuring tape, and of course paint marker, the old magic paint marker, and the mesh was right next to me. So all right, so on this part here, I did a couple of things here. All right, this 1.5 inch plate wide. Okay, it's 1.5 inches wide. I placed them here to just take a peek at it to see what it'll look like as far as the vents being open. Okay, that's at 1.5. Of course, all of these will change as you build it. They're not all gonna be 1.5. They might be different. They might, of course, this one's gonna be bigger because it's a larger vent. This one may be a little slightly smaller than this one, and then this one's gonna be smaller. But they're all slightly gonna be the same angle, same pitch, as far as how the mesh is gonna be placed. The length of the plates are gonna change as you go. All right, so what I did was, just to get a rough number, I went to the cut, to the rod, and got that measurement, okay? After I got that measurement, went ahead and cut me a piece of sheet metal of that length. Then I started playing with the pitch of how I want the mesh to lay down. This is just a template. It say I would go with a piece of cardboard to do the scribing and make a template, but I decided not to go with that method. I measured from the cut to the rod, and then I started with 1.5 and it ended up being 2 inches. So it's gonna be 2 inches on the vent here. Of course, this may change and this may change. Cut a piece of plate, 2 inches high, the length, and place it, see what it looks like. Looks good, that's what we're gonna go with. And then we'll do this one and this one. Well, this is as far as we're gonna go on this video. Phase 3, we'll be doing the plates, tack welding them, and cutting the mesh and see how it look in its place. Don't forget to subscribe and the notification bell on the lower right corner. Phase 3 is coming up. You don't want to miss out. Thank you for watching.